Now, Donald Trump is against illegal immigration.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is not against immigration. He's been very clear. He said, look, the American economy is booming. We need more people in the country to fill the jobs. What Donald Trump is saying is that he wants legal immigration.
Legal.
Now, because we live in a world whereby leadership has dissipated, that which would have been common sense 10, 15 years ago is now controversial. Let me give you an example. In America, there are, at current levels, it oscillates between 16 and 22 million illegal people. Right. There is no other country, there is no other country in the world that would accept 22 million illegals in their borders.
I wouldn't.
Because, well, of course you wouldn't. Let me tell you what that does. It is not so much that there are 22 million illegal people in the country that have not gone through the protocols in getting into the country. It's that the 22 million illegals creates another criminal cottage industry. Because once you're there, you're going to need to be employed.
You need ID.
You need identification, illegal identifications. So there are many things that you need. And so you will have cottage industries which spring up. No responsible leader would say it's perfectly acceptable to have 22 million illegal immigrants in your country.
I'm not in Wakanda, it ain't. I'm not having any illegals in Wakanda.
Well, that's
when
right.
When I'm in Wakanda.
Well, I'll be in Wakanda with you.
Yeah, I'm not having any illegals.
But can I bring the emotional argument though? Which
you can do it.
Well, this is a no emotion zone, but go ahead.
It is a no emotion zone, but what you'll find with our people, they have a very emotional standpoint on these type of topics, which is things like, well, on the Europeans that came to America, aren't they
illegal?
Illegals.
Yeah, they are.
Or wouldn't they be deemed as that by the native people?
Of course
of
they
the
would.
land?
Yeah.
So this is where we get emotional about the subject matter, and it turns into, well, why not let them in if you that are in power now were once upon a time deemed as illegals?
On that, yeah, this is what I'll say about that. When that's a historical fact.
Yeah.
Europeans came to America
As immigrants.
As immigrants.
Or invaders.
Invaders. I don't mind which one. I don't have a horse in the race. They came as invaders. They killed the people. They brought Africans over. They enslaved. That is a historical fact.
Yep.
Okay. Now, once we know this, okay, like you were saying, it's the emotion. If you're going into the emotional,
that's the emotional argument.
Okay. So once you now know this, okay, and you now know the country in which you live.
Yeah.
The question now becomes for you is, what are you going to do about that? What are you? So I can say you guys are illegal, and I'll be factual. You guys came and invaded, factual statement. You guys enslaved, factual statement. Now what? And that's all I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm just asking now what, because we can talk facts, but if you're talking facts just for talking facts,
now what?
Yeah, now what?
I got an answer.
Go on.
Trump.
What do you mean?
I think you've got to expand on that.
Yeah, you got to go on.
See, from when we're starting with invaders,
yeah,
and we're going through all the presidents,
right,
and we had our Obama,
yeah,
and that was meant to be changed. We've now ended up, well, not we, but the Americans have now ended up with Trump.
Right.
So through all of the invading, the immigrants, enslaving, the opinion has gone from all these presidents through to a so-called black president to now Trump. Some people would say it's a far-right argument, like why he got in power, like the so-called, well, the European Americans supported Trump heavily, and I'd say there was a secret amount of black people that supported Trump also. But you can see
now they're not so secret though.
But you can see the my point is, you can see the morphing of the politics in the country. Whereas Obama's reign was based upon, we need change, we need change. Now when you didn't get that change, with supposed change, what you have now is people wanting a hard line.
But sorry, I'm going to jump on that, because what my whole thing is with America, America has a race issue, like a racism,
since forever.
Since forever. Because that's how, for me, I'm a believer in energy.
Yeah.
and how things happen, you know, and how things flow. So the energy of America was started with that energy. It started with racism, colonialism, and enslavement. Right?
Yep.
So it's going to, for me, always going to have, not, I don't know if always, but it's going to have that at its core.
South Africa effect.
South Africa effect. It's going to have that at its core. So for me, it's like trying to find the logical argument amongst the madness that is America. I don't know if one can be found, but all I do know is that America has I said it was only what 60, 70 years ago that Americans stopped hanging black people because they were right. If you think about 70 years, that's the other day in human history.
Yeah.
That's the other day.
Yeah. There were lynchings in 1972 and 1973, so it's less than that.
Well, less than that.
But let me just say, because I was speaking about just one issue with Trump, and I'm speaking about leaders. It's interesting to know that you said that when you are running Wakanda, you wouldn't allow 22 million immigrants.
I'm not allowing them
in your border. Now, I would say that's a calm, rational response.
Correct.
And so would most people. However, if I changed your name from Sarah Garvey to Sarah Trump, then everybody would be against that statement. Because a statement which is eminently reasonable, becomes disturbingly racist when Donald Trump says it. So